Hey everyone, I'm Bluey, and today we're talking Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is one of Capcom's most popular franchises it doesn't support anymore, outside of Morgan Island appearances and crossover games. I mean, I can't blame them for doing that, given her characteristics. Anyway, when Darkstalkers was at its prime, it got an American animated series for kids, which already sounds bad on paper given the franchise, and confidence is not helped with these comments by the creators when the show was being advertised. And now here's the comment I'm referring to, read by Mr. Robot the Robot.
We're confident that Darkstalkers will be a big hit with kids everywhere. This show will make it hip to be scared. It's this decade's answer to the popular Ghostbusters sensation of the 80s.
Let's not delay the pain further and look at the first two episodes of the American Darkstalkers cartoon. The show's premise has Space Dude Pyron summoning various Darkstalkers to help him take over the world. Some Darkstalkers join him, others don't, so the series has the Darkstalkers fighting each other in poorly animated struggles. I have several problems with this premise, and the first of those being Pyron. He is new to this franchise. Pyron would have worked better if he wasn't a ripoff of the Collector from the Marvel Universe, and instead was this big superpowered villain who forces all the Darkstalkers to reluctantly join sides and defeat him. This could lead to interesting character banter and development among the fighters. Then again, this cartoon was made in the 90s when story wasn't a high priority for most kids programming, so these complaints were all for nothing. And now, for the actual show. The first episode has Pyron awakening Dimitri to recruit various Darkstalkers throughout the land. This includes Morgan, who probably has the worst treatment in the show because of her god-awful face. I mean, no one in the show looks good thanks to the ugly color palettes and cheap movement of the characters, but Morgan has a special case of bad. Some of the Darkstalkers Dimitri tries to recruit run away, my favorite of these being this ridiculousness.
How dare they oppose me, pitiful subhuman animal things!
You know, Dimitri, a threatening and powerful character from the video games? He's beaten by snowballs in the cartoon. Dimitri chases another Darkstalker, Felicia, with the tractor beam, even though he has a thing called hands and legs to capture people with. Felicia manages to escape to a teenage boy's house. Now, any teenage boy seeing this in their room would feel a little funny, but this kid named Harry doesn't care and asks what the hell she's doing there. Now, if this isn't a role model for the kids, I don't know what is. Felicia escapes with Harry, who is apparently a descendant of Merlin, leading us to episode 2.
Oregon and Slade!
It's Island, Beadman! This here is Donovan, who wants to kill all the Darkstalkers no matter if they're good or bad. He'll be back later in the episode to promote his action figures some more. Felicia and Harry try to steal a powerful MacGuffin ring, but Morgan gets there first and beats Felicia.
Give me the ring! You want it? Go get it! Why, thank you!
Dang it, Harry, you doomed the world! Donovan comes back into the plot to fight Morgan, only for Harry to awaken his magical powers and defeat her himself. So what's the point of creating a show based on Darkstalkers if your new characters are going to defeat the enemies and be more relevant to the plot? Dimitri's floating head gets Morgan to safety, Harry convinces Donovan not to kill Felicia, and I'm still not sure why Pyron wants to recruit Darkstalkers to take over the world when they aren't effective in the show. And that's the first two episodes of the American Darkstalkers cartoon, and yes, it's just as bad as everyone says, and then some. But to close out this Halloween episode on something positive, the end credits theme Trouble Man is a fun 90s rock song with the right amount of cheese to it. So take a listen to this song while I go in my corner and dream of a new Darkstalkers game.
I'm gonna save you.